Rachel, in your slides that you presented today, some fascinating insights about the engagement levels at Dairy Crest. It was quite interesting that whilst the general engagement was actually quite high, there were some areas where more work was required. It was just interesting. Could you just talk me through what they were and what you did about them?
Sure. As you say, in terms of overall engagement, then at a reasonable level in terms of the survey that we did last year, about 56%. In terms of some specific questions, when we delved into the detail, there was some interesting information around how do employees feel in terms of career aspirations. Do they feel they're getting the support from their line managers? Do they know what they want to do next within the business? So I think from that, plus other information we had in the business, we started to think about how do we join up all the different bits of our talent process that currently exist. So things were already there, but employees and managers didn't necessarily understand how they joined up from one thing to the next and what they were required to do and what we would then do with the information.
Okay, so that's the kind of the positive aspect about what you put in place to improve talent management. I'm also intrigued, in hindsight, either looking at your current role or previous HR roles, what kind of thing might you have done differently in retrospect?
I think a number of things again which I talked about today in terms of actually engaging with the managers, getting them to understand their role within the process and for them not to see it as a HR initiative. So I think it's quite easy for us to generate new things, generate new examples, new processes, new systems and roll them out, whereas actually we need to make sure we get buy-in from the beginning of the process, communicate it, educate the managers, get them to own it throughout and then make sure that we actually embed it within the business as well.
And right now, what is the single biggest thing that's keeping you awake at night?
Blimey. As an organisation, we're going through a massive change. So we're restructuring, bringing 2 divisions into one business. So actually the biggest challenge for us is to make sure that we retain staff through that change. We keep the focus on talent development, even whilst unfortunately we've got to lose some people from the organisation.
Rachel Baldwin, thank you very much.
Pleasure.